Hey guys, so recently I had a bit of a moment of weakness, and by a moment I mean like an entire week where I just did a ridiculous amount of online shopping and I spent around $800 on clothing, which trust me, I know is an obscene amount of money to spend, and I am definitely not keeping all of this, but I thought while I had all of it here anyways, I could show you guys what I bought. I don't really know what to call this video. It's somewhere in between like a come shopping with me and a first impressions and a regular haul. It's just like a regular haul, but slightly worse because I'm not keeping all of the clothing because I'm not that rich. So it is the next day because my roommate came home and interrupted my filming. Normally I'd re-record the whole thing, but it does get a little bit demoralizing saying the same thing over and over again to a camera alone in your room. So this lighting is kind of bad. Okay, hold on. First thing, this is gonna be out of order. I bought this basket. It was originally $50, it was on sale for $20, which is still way too much to spend on the most impractical way to carry around your belongings I've ever seen. But I shamelessly just really wanted picnic bitch vibes on my Instagram, so I bought this. This thing is so impractical, but I'm fiending for the aesthetic, so I'm gonna keep this. This is from Topshop, by the way. Okay, besides that, the first place that I bought stuff from was Urban Outfitters. Urban Outfitters, if you want to sponsor me, please do, because every single thing that you make is beautiful, but it also costs like $68. But recently, while I was procrastinating studying for my finals, I went on their sale section and I picked myself up a couple things. So the first thing I got is this top that I'm wearing right now, which now I've been wearing 2 days in a row without washing it, but I honestly don't care at this point. This was originally $50, it was on sale for $25. Honestly, not bad for a top with this level of craftsmanship. I also love that this has a super open neckline because your girl does not have that much boobage going on, but I do really like my collarbones, so at least that helps show this off. I also got this exact same top in white with this ditzy floral pattern, but I'm more on the fence about keeping this one just because, first of all, I'm not really in the habit of buying the same thing in 2 different colors. I feel like if you're gonna spend more money, you might as well get a completely different design, but I did kind of really like the cut of this top. However, this one was sold out in all of the smaller sizes, so I had to get a medium, which I think is just a little bit too big for me. The sleeves are a little bit baggy, and it kind of gives me pediatrician vibes for some reason. Next up, I got these shorts, which you guys might have already seen in my spring cleaning video. These ones I'm definitely keeping. I bought them at regular price for $50, which was way too much money for anything. But in my defense, these shorts are super comfortable and super breathable. And you know how sometimes your ass gets a little bit sweaty in those denim shorts? Because they are low-key not comfortable at all. And I constantly get like a sweaty wedgie in the summer. But these shorts help prevent that because they are really flowy and loose. Also, I low-key have an addiction to buying white crop tops, so I own way too many of those, but I think they'll pair really well with this because it'll just have that little pop of color, look like a little bit of a chic safari person. All right, that's all I have to say about that. Next up, we have another one of these kind of wide square neck fancy looking tops. I picked up this one because, as I say in all of my videos, it reminds me a lot of something from Reformation, except it was only like $20 on sale. I love the cut of this. I think it's very chic, summertime peasant, but my only hesitation is that it is one of those tops that's just kind of hard to wear. If I move around my arms, the shoulders lift up and fall off the edge, so I constantly have to be readjusting them, which is somewhat annoying, but I guess beauty is pain, or at least moderate inconvenience. Next up, I have some graphic tees. First, I got this one, which, okay guys, this makes me so mad because I love this shirt so much. I think the design is really cute. I love the white and red. But I find it absurd that I paid a multi-billion-dollar corporation $39 to buy a shirt that's just promoting another multi-billion-dollar corporation. If that's not some late-stage capitalism, I honestly don't know what is. I had just gotten the willpower to go and return this, but then I tried this on for the try-on clip, and like, it's so cute. $39 is awesome enough to feed a family of 4 in most developing countries for several weeks, so there's that. But on the other hand, it's cute, so that's a real moral dilemma. Do you ever just hate yourself a little extra? Next up, I also got this Wrangler t-shirt. I thought the print was really cute, super 70s. This was on sale for $20, so at least it wasn't as obscene as the Coke shirt, but I think I'll probably be returning this one just because something about this doesn't really speak to me on a personal level. So, yeah. Okay, next up is the most expensive thing in this haul. It's this cropped denim jacket, and it was $95. The reason I got it is that I do have a lot of oversized denim jackets, and I think they're pretty easy to find in thrift stores, but when I wear them with dresses, my waist tends to get drowned out, so I like the cropped silhouette of this because it still keeps my waist, and I think it looks really, really cute with dresses or anything high-waisted. I obviously love wearing thrifted stuff and stuff that's a lot more affordable, but I think along with those items, sometimes it is important to have more expensive, more tailored items to pair at that, so it kind of elevates the whole outfit and makes it look a lot more expensive overall, if that makes sense. And I think it'll last me a really long time. Although watch like cropped silhouettes go out of style in like 2 months, and then I just wasted my money, so that'll be great. Oh, I love fashion. Next up, I got this skirt, which was on sale. I think it was $30. The reason I got it is so I could pair it with my denim jackets, because otherwise normally I just wear denim skirts or shorts, and I'm like not about that Canadian suit life. So I thought this could be a good way to add a little bit of a different color and a different texture to an outfit. Honestly, still on the fence about it. I think I'm gonna have to try to pair it with a couple outfits and see whether I really like them, because on its own, this skirt isn't like super special. One thing I did really like about it is that it has like these big ass pockets in the front and the back, so there's lots of places to hide my hands in awkward social situations, so that's another bonus. Next up, I got these shorts. They were on sale for like $49. I'm gonna talk about these really briefly because I think they just fit kind of weird. I was excited because they're technically Levi's 501s, and that's like the fit of jeans that all thrifters have a fucking orgasm over. I also always really like a button detail on my jeans just because I think it adds a little bit more interest about the waist, but these just fit me in kind of a weird way, and I think they were a little bit too long, so I'm definitely gonna be returning these. And my last thing from Urban Outfitters is just this belt. I've been looking for a belt like this for a really long time. Kelsey Simone has been inspiring me to step up my accessory game, but obviously I can't afford like the proper double G one from Gucci, so this was the closest thing that I found. This was $29, so it is a little bit pricey, but it seems like a pretty durable leather belt, and I really like that the gold on the front is kind of worn in. I feel like with a lot more affordable brands, the metal is always really shiny, and that to me looks really cheap, so I prefer it this kind of brushed antique look. Also in the modeling clip, I look like super naked, but I promise you I'm wearing a top. I just like lifted it up because it didn't match with the belt. Next up, we have a couple pairs of jeans, which I realize is kind of odd timing because it's nearly summer, but in LA there's like this hefty season of June gloom. It's basically like fall except worse because you just want it to be summer, but it's cold. So it's kind of been jeans weather. I don't know, I've just been looking for that perfect pair of like high-waisted, straight-ish, but not too straight leg, a little bit cropped jeans. I don't know, I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about, but the ones that like all of the fashion bloggers and like Instagram girls wear are like $200, and I wasn't trying to spend that much money. So I went to &Other Stories and I tried to find some that were a little bit more affordable. This one I think is the closest thing that I found to those redone Levi's jeans, and they were $85, so like kind of pricey, but at least not $200. I really love the vintage looking wash on these, and overall I think the fit is really cool. It's kind of unflattering, but in a flattering way, which was what I was looking for. I do think I'm gonna have to return these, which I'm saying about like everything in this haul, because the fit around the butt is just a little bit weird. It's kind of a bummer though, because I do really like the cut and wash of these, but I would suggest if your body proportions are a little bit different from mine, totally try these out because I think they're really good and they look a lot more expensive than they were. I also picked up these jeans from &Other Stories, which are the most goddamn comfortable jeans I've ever put on, but I think the trade-off for that is that you can like see that the fabric is a little bit soft, and I like my jeans to look more structured than that, and something about soft denim looks a little bit cheap to me. I don't know, I feel like I'm coming across as absurdly picky in this video, but I'm so sorry, this is like stuff that I think about. And also these were $85, so it's not like they were super cheap either, so these are probably going back. You know what I think my real problem with jeans is? I feel like I'm holding all of these jeans to the standards of jeans that I've seen on social media girls who have like amazing bodies and are posing in a really flattering way for the jeans. So I don't know if jeans that look like that really exist, or they just exist in these very specific photos. Yet I'm still trying to seek out jeans that look like that cost like less than $100. So I'm not sure if that task is possible, but... Next, I got a couple things from ASOS. First up, I got this polka dot top, which I've already worn a couple times. I freaking love this so much. This is one of my new favorite tops. Although somebody commented on an Instagram post that it gives her quad boob vibes, which now I can't unsee because it does kind of look like I have 4 boobs, especially because my actual boobs aren't that big. But I'm just gonna try to banish that thought from my mind and continue wearing this top. I also got this top, which has this polka dot and cherry print. It's a pretty similar vibe, except in a short sleeve top. This was around $20, and I think it's super cute. I think it looks really good in the try-on clip, but it is a little bit open about the bust, even for me, and it's a pretty slippery fabric, so I feel like there is a constant threat of nip slippage. I got some skirts as well. I got this one, which is... that's how you hold it. I got this gingham one. It has this little ruching detail at the side with a little tie at the bottom, and it's actually adjustable, so you can make it a little bit shorter or a little bit longer if you want. And I also thought this would be a really cool skirt since it's so girly and frilly to pair it with like a basic t-shirt, like maybe that Coke t-shirt if I decide to keep it, and it'll be a cool way to like juxtapose something a little bit girly and frilly and something more cool and casual and oversized. Okay, and that is everything for clothing, but I do have a couple pairs of shoes to show you guys. First up, I picked up these platform Supergas, which I've been eyeing since last year. I think I saw Tess Christine wear these a bunch and she looked so cute in them, but she also looks like cute in everything, so I'm not sure that's saying much about Superga. These were $85, so they're kind of expensive for sneakers, but I finally caved and bought them, and I don't know how I feel about them. They're just on the border between being cute and being clown shoes, and I don't know which side they're on. For some reason, I just wish the toe was a tiny bit pointier, and I feel like it would really solve the issue for me. And then lastly, I bought a couple shoes from Zara. Basically, I look like a crazy person right now. Basically, I have those pointed toe block heels from ASOS that I bought like around 2 years ago now, and I love the shit out of those, but they're also kind of dying. So I wanted another pair of pointed block heels that I could kind of alternate out with those. So first up, these are all pretty similar silhouettes, but we have these houndstooth ones. They're very like 80s newscaster, but I'm kind of into it. And I think these will be a really fun way to add a little bit of a subtle pattern to outfits to dress them up a little bit. And I think they'll also transition pretty well into winter, since houndstooth is more of a fall and winter print anyway. I also got these bow heels, which were $25, which was really cheap for Zara, to be honest. Pretty much the same silhouette, except they have this ridiculous oversized bow on the front. I might keep these as well, just because I find them so charming. They also somehow give me like Marie Antoinette / Alice in Wonderland vibes, which I kind of like. And lastly, I have this. I don't know where the other side of the shoe went, which I should probably find before I return these. But these are the ones that I am least likely keeping. They were $50 and they're just a cap toe silhouette. Pretty similar to the shoes that Chanel put out, I think this past fall / winter. Even though they're the same size as all the other shoes, these ones just fit me weird and they're the least comfortable. Fun fact is that I actually used to be so into this cap toe silhouette that I actually named my first fashion blog ever that I started in like 8th grade. I named it Cap Toe Flats. I think it's still on the internet, so you can probably find it and search through some really embarrassing photos of me. What was I saying? Probably gonna return these just because I don't think they're worth the $50. And that is everything for this haul. I apologize if I've been talking like really fast. I've just been trying to film this haul for I think 2 weeks now, and I was getting to the point where I was kind of nervous I wouldn't be able to return this stuff because the return policy would expire or would get past the 30 days, and then I would have actually spent $800 on clothing, which would have been somewhat tragic. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this. In other news, I'm moving into a new apartment in 2 weeks. So that is really soon, and I'm gonna have my own room there. Honestly, this has been a really weird and stressful year trying to record videos while also living with 2 other people in like a tiny box. When I first moved in here, I had like no expectation that YouTube would become this big part of my life. So that's why this situation was weird, but thank you so much for sticking with me. And I'm gonna be making so many more videos over the summer. This week is my last week of class. Speaking of which, I am running late to TV history. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!